My name is Emily, I'm 19 years old, and I have bipolar disorder. I wrote down my story so it would be easier to share, so I'm going to be looking at my notes for a little bit. Until the past few weeks, I've had a revelation that opened my eyes to new paths. The mystery of not knowing what to do with my life and what I should make of it pushed me further down into depression. This made for my last episode, which left me MIA. A year ago today, I ran away from home, driving nearly 254 miles away from my family and friends who loved me. I was going to drop out of high school, live off of the clothes on my back, and somehow survive with no income in my car. The struggle of not finding my place in this world wasn't the only thing that drove me away. Living with bipolar disorder is no joke, and neither is any mental illness. My thoughts and how I can best describe my brain is the static on a television, the constant white noise, and the black and white pixels jumping around on the screen make it hard to find a balance between manic and calm. When I finally decided to come back home, I placed myself into a psychiatric hospital where I could find the proper treatment and tools to cope with my disorder. A dear friend told me the day before admission into the hospital, "You are not your illness. You have bipolar disorder, but Emily isn't bipolar. Emily has bipolar disorder." Those words rang through me like a bell, and those words are still resonating with me and for anyone else I know personally with this disorder. I repeat these words with hope that they too will have the same helpful effect with them as it did with me. After being in the hospital for a week, I still wasn't finished with my treatment. I lived in an inpatient facility where I had my own apartment and an amazing roommate for 3 months. My first step was to graduate. I had a tutor who helped me in the morning, while my 5-hour afternoons were filled with therapy. I was prescribed medication that I refused to take, but when I started to take them, I saw that the staticky TV effect was slowly fading away. My thoughts were finally calm, and therapy and medicine were the best choices I have made. Here I am, a year later, finally understanding my place in this world and having a goal. I have a new look on life, and living doesn't feel miserable anymore. Time is the cure in healing. It's been a long, grueling process, but I did it. My only goal in life is to be happy for myself and to help the world in the most positive way I can. With my experience, I've seen how less and less people know how to be nice, while cruelty just seems to be easier. I know saving the world is not possible, but if I can help even one person, then I have done my job here on earth. This message is not for sympathy, but simply to bring awareness to mental illnesses. Regardless of what anyone might say, there is help out there, and you don't need to be ashamed to reach out for it. Giving up is not my choice, and it shouldn't be anyone's choice either. And I hope my story can help you reach out. I only want to help, and if making this video can help someone, then I have done my job. A year ago, my life took a turn for the worst, but here I am finally having goals, making dreams, and just being happy. A year ago, I could not see myself happy, and I don't ever want to go back to that. So I'm making this video to share my story because when this all went down and when I was diagnosed, I was so ashamed of myself. I was so ashamed of my story. I didn't want anyone to know. I am sharing my story now because I am not ashamed of myself. I am not ashamed that I reached out. And I am not ashamed that I am happy. So I want to share this message with everyone, that if you need help and you're too scared to ask, don't be ashamed to ask for help. Everyone needs help. We all have something, we all have a struggle, we're all battling life. Reach out for help. It is out there, and do not feel ashamed to do it. Don't ever give up, and stay positive.